Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you just watched my 17-week bump date, my outfit looks quite familiar. That's because I'm filming these both in the same day. However, they will not go up in the same day. I just want to have them filmed so that I can edit them and get them up as soon as possible. So today's video is going to be the 10 girl names I love but will not be using. We are for certain on our daughter's name. So if you're new to my channel, I'm pregnant with our sweet baby girl, 17 weeks pregnant, and we have known her name for a couple of weeks now. So I'm going to be giving you guys the names that I love but won't be using for this baby because they just either didn't fit our family or Brennan did not approve. So let's get on to this. I have 10 names here, and the first one that I love but will not be using is Delaney. Delaney is a name that I found on an app, actually. I think I found it on Baby Center, I'm pretty sure. Either Baby Center or the other one that I use, The Bump. Not sure which one I found it on, but I found it on one of these apps, and I fell in love with it the second I heard it. I love unique girl names, as you are gonna be able to tell from this list. However, our name that we chose for our daughter is not that unique. I mean, it is pretty unique, but it's not crazy unique. So Delaney is a name that I fell in love with, but Brennan would not even give it a second thought. He did not like it with our last name. He did not like any of the middle names I chose for it, so that one kind of went out the window. The second name that I love, but will not be using, is Elodie. Now, Elodie is a name that I heard on somebody else's video that is just like this one. I heard it on a YouTuber's video for girl names she loves but won't be using, and when I heard it, I I don't know, I just fell in love with this name, and I kind of put it in the back of my mind because I knew it was a little too unique for Brennan's taste, and I knew he wouldn't exactly like it, so I kind of just put it in the back of my mind, but then I kept hearing it. And in that video, it was the first time that I ever heard it, but then once I kept hearing it, I was like, oh man, I love this name. But when we found out we were having a girl, and then I brought it up to Brennan, it was a no. So I want him to be just as happy about her name that I am, so that one kind of went out the window. The third name I love, but will not be using, is Kinsley. I like this name, don't love this name, so that's the only reason why we aren't going to be using this name. For some reason, it sounds too common for me, believe it or not, because it's not really that common of a name, but it just sounds a little too common, so that's why I don't really love it. The next name I love, and Brennan actually liked this name. The next two names Brennan liked, but I'll explain why we won't be using them. So the next name that I love but will not be using, and this is number 4, is Zaylee. Zaylee, I love this name. I have always wanted to name my daughter something that started with a Z, because if we have a boy in the future, his name would start with a Z. So I would love to keep all the letters the same. However, it just kind of didn't work out like that, and this is the name, this and the next name were top 3, I guess you could say. Maybe top 4, because there's one other name that is kind of in that top. But under our daughter's name that we did choose, this is probably number 4. So it's high on the list. Brennan liked it, so that was definitely a plus. But the other names that are higher on the list, I don't want to give anything away, are just kind of more meaningful and sentimental to us, so this name kind of got bumped down, so that's why we're not going to be using it. The next name, Brennan also liked this name. There's a couple on this list that he liked. This is one of them, is Olive. The only reason why we don't like this name is because I don't like the nicknames for it. So I don't like Livy because people are gonna think it's Olivia. Ollie because that just kind of sounds like a boy's name. So that's the reason why we did not choose this name, but it was definitely high up on the list and we were both considering using it. The next name Brennan did not like, so this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is number 6. Name number 6 that we love but will not be using is Oakley. Oakley, I loved it, but Brennan said it reminded him of sunglasses, so we got rid of that name off the list. The next name, so number 7, was our number 2. So this name is Reagan, and you're gonna be like, well, that's kind of common. I thought you didn't like common names. Yes, but this name has a lot of sentiment behind it. I can't really give too much away because the sentiment behind this name is the reason why we chose the name that we used, or that we are using. So we'll just say that it's somebody who Brennan loved in the past that passed away. So it's a name that has a lot of meaning for us, and we won't be using it, but we love it. So that's Reagan. The next name that both of us just kind of were, like, I loved it when I first heard it, but then we kind of just said, like, no, I don't really, you know, he didn't like it, I didn't love it after hearing it a few times, and that name is Quinn. I loved it when I heard it on a baby names list, but decided against it. The 9th name on the list is Nova. Nova is beautiful, and I still might use this for a future daughter, if I can convince Brendan, because I love the meaning behind it. I love that it's like, you know, like a star, like it's like, I just love this name. Like, I love this name, and or I hope that we have another daughter so that maybe I can convince Brendan to name her Nova. And finally, the last name on the list, which actually, when we first got pregnant, we threw this name around a lot, and we were even considering like this being the final name, but then we came across other names and it kind of just faded away, and that name is Blakely. The reason why I chose against this name is, one, because when I said it multiple times I didn't love it. I did like the name test where, like, if you're calling your kid on the playground, you know, are you gonna love screaming that name out? And I just didn't. I didn't love the name after I said it a few times. I also don't love names that add ly to the end of it. Like I don't know, I can't even think of anything else but right now, but Blakely is kind of just like I don't know. I didn't love the name after hearing it a few times. We'll just say that. So that is my top 10 baby names, or baby girl names, that I love but will not be using. In a month, when we go for our anatomy scan, that's the word I was looking for, I will be getting the materials probably then to do her name reveal. I think I know how I'm going to do it, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But I definitely want to reveal her name soon to you guys, because I love it and it's very hard to not call her it when I'm making these videos. So I'm going to end this here. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here so that you don't miss any more pregnancy updates. Alright guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.